Hello! What's up, guys? Today I'm messing around with water filters. This is one of those behemoth home water filtration systems. It has the massive filter in here, and I'm gonna have this in series with other water filters. And the reason is because I'm always geeking out with water filtration and how I can remove more things from my water that come out of the ground, essentially. But anyways, today's topic is actually on Oscar fish. I think I have found a record holder massive Oscar fish, and this is Rick Ferguson's fish. A buddy of mine keeps massive predators close to my heart. He owns Predator Nation, the Facebook group, so you need to join his Facebook group because this is all they do over there, and I am a huge advocate slash member. I love hanging out there, what have you. And I saw his post. He has a picture of him holding his hand against the tank with this Oscar in the background, and I'm like, look at this thing. It's absolutely nuts in comparison to his hand.
Hi, my name is Rick Ferguson, and I've been talking with Chris about my big Oscar, and he asked me if I'd send a video of my big Oscar. I posted a picture here a while back, and everybody kind of really appreciated that and wanted to find out a little bit more about my Oscar. Well, my Oscar's in my big tank here, and he originally wasn't. I had him in my 300-gallon indoor pond, but it's real hard to explain to someone how big this fish is and have him in a pond. This is my small Oscar here, and my daughter named him Blaze. My daughter's named all my fish, but Blaze is not real big. He's about 10 inches or so. And the Oscar that I have, I'm going to show you, if you can see him here in the background, he's over here. But I got him from a rescue, or this guy that had a 1,000-gallon indoor pond. He had a bunch of Oscars and big catfish in it. And a buddy of mine actually got this Oscar. And I really wanted it, but I wasn't able to get it. And a couple weeks ago, he contacted me and he said, "Hey, Rick, would you be interested still in that big Oscar and his buddy?" So I said, "Yeah, I'd really like to get him." So I picked him up, and like I said, he was in the indoor pond, but I put him in this 220 here with the rest of my fish, and that way you can see him.
Let's take a closer look at this beast. And I know some of you guys out there are thinking, hey, this is nothing special. Wake up call. I've seen big Oscar fish before. You even have other videos on them. Guys, this thing is absolutely huge. And I know I do have other videos on large Oscars, but this thing is absurdly large. I promise you, you just cannot tell because the tank is so big right now. P.S. Rick, you need to fix that light, fella. I feel like I'm about to drop some ecstasy at a rave or something. The strobe has me. I'm about to have a seizure. No, I'm just kidding. This thing looks super old and beat up. I would love to have an old, like this thing is like a dinosaur, man. Like next time you take it out of the tank, Rick, you got to do me a huge favor and measure out this bad boy, because I swear it looks bigger than 15 inches. Look at that. Look at the comparison there. It's absolutely crazy. Huge shout out to Rick Ferguson over at Predator Nation. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, you should, because it's just awesome killer content. And what's cooler than predators? Nothing. Rick's an awesome guy too. Like, he does a Facebook live sermon on his Facebook every Sunday morning. Like, I'm not a religious guy, but he's just a cool dude all around. And looking at his huge Oscar fish has me wondering a couple questions. Number one, how long do Oscar fish live? A quick Google search tells me 10 to 20 years, but it's like, that's a pretty huge jump there. Is it 1 decade or is it 2 decades? That's there's a lot of margin there, you know what I'm saying? And do Oscar fish, like, the older they get, is it the larger they grow, or is it just purely genetics, kind of like humans? A 14-year-old can be 6'9", and a 70-year-old can be 4'9". So it's, you know, like, how does that work with these fish? And I don't know, it's just super cool footage. You gotta love monstrous Oscar fish. And Rick, let's tell us some more about your fish, man.
I want to show you just a bit how big this Oscar is. So I've actually put a tape measure on him. One evening he was kind of down here in the front and just kind of stopped, and I was able to measure him. And he is 15 inches. So, you know, 15 inches, that's how big. So The rest of these guys here, they just don't even come close. My arowana is a little over 15, but then I was able to actually put the tape on him this way, and he's almost 8 inches tall. So he is a big fish. He's kind of hanging out over in this side of the tank this evening. This is Bo, and I named Bo actually Behemoth because he's so big, and he is 15 inches long and just really gentle. My 10-inch Oscar likes to push him around and just kind of be a bully, but Bo's so big that it really doesn't do much. I'd love to look, he's up here, maybe I can actually get it looks like Bo is right about 3 inches thick, which is kind of crazy. Here we go. Here we go. It's hard to see, he won't hold still. But you know what it's like trying to measure a fish that won't hold still. But I was able to get him down there. So he is huge. And we really like having Bo here. And he makes a really neat addition to the tank. So these guys are all getting along, doing well in here. They're gonna grow. I can't keep all of them in here, so I'm not sure. Bo may go back into the indoor pond. I just wanted to share this with you, and maybe you've got a cool Oscar that's huge. I know there's some out there 16, 17, 18 inches. Ohio Fish Rescue has one that's 18 inches. Just huge. So can you imagine 3 inches longer than Bo? That's just crazy. Well, thanks a lot. I just wanted to share this with you. And Chris, I hope this is cool. Take care.